Okay, we are back. This is part 2 of tonight's show. Glad you could join me again. Indio2DR says, do you think having so much face heel turns affects the product? And should the frequency of face heel turns should be cut down to make the heels more significant? To make the turns more significant, sorry. The examples you give are Hogan turning heel for the first time, Stone Cold turning heel at the invasion angle. Well, of course, we've got to remember that Hogan's heel turn, I'm assuming you're referring to his one at Bash at the Beach in '96. Of course, it wasn't Hogan's first heel run, but you know. And Stone Cold turning heel at the invasion angle, like you say, was just rubbish. I mean, of course, he didn't turn heel at the invasion angle. He turned heel at WrestleMania X7, so weren't the best example to give there, dude. But when you say so many face heel turns, I don't think there are. There aren't too many at all. To be honest, there isn't that many especially nowadays. I mean, back in the old days of WCW, hey, Mr. Shoot, hey. Of course, I know nothing about that, but you know, I'll just have a wild guess. Especially in '99, in Russo's reign, people turning heel left, right, and centre. You couldn't keep up with who was heel and face. Happened a lot during the Attitude Era as well. There were a couple of times where one week someone was a face, next week someone was a heel. Of course, you just had it with TNA as well. The Dudley Boys, they were from face to heel to back to. I've heard they're going back to face now. Fucking ridiculous. But yeah, as a rule, I would say that there's not really that many heel turns. The last bunch of questions for tonight is from Lightning 116. Which of these wrestlers would be able to pull off the best entrance, Undertaker or Great Mutar? That's a tough question. Undertaker always seems to pull out the big entrances, but they're only ever once a year, and they're always at WrestleMania. But when he does, they're huge, and they're big, massive things, you know? Mutar's entrance, man, I'll give it to Undertaker, but only just, alright? Why, oh why, would TNA waste money in signing an NFL player, but they refuse to sign Chris Jericho, a guy who can actually give them ratings that they desperately need? Well, the thing about Jericho is, of course, that he demanded a lot of money that TNA just hasn't got, because they're too busy paying Sting, you know? So anyway, we started on that one. Pac-Man Jones, apparently, because of course, over in England, we haven't got a clue who this idiot is. Pac-Man Jones is got a lot of media coverage. So, of course, if he goes to TNA, the media will follow him and give TNA more coverage. So, over the two, it's actually Pac-Man who probably actually give them more ratings, believe it or not. TNA, basically, what they're doing is they're proving just how badly they want to be WCW. Because WCW did this, didn't they, with Dennis Rodman? When Dennis Rodman was at the height of his notoriety, yeah, that'll do. He went to he was signed to WCW for stupid money, ridiculous amount of money. He got paid $1 million for 4 appearances, one of which he fell asleep on the fucking with his head on the turnbuckle. My God! Of course, because I didn't watch WCW, I don't know that, do I, Mr. Shoot? Really, fucking hell! Come on, Mr. Shoot, still waiting for your fucking shoot on me. Live up to your fucking name, you dick. Vince McMahon pushed Brock Lesnar to the main event team way too quickly and ended up killing his character. Anyone else remember that? Because I don't. When the WWE learns pushing your wrestlers like that without any kind of mid-card for you to build them up properly is a recipe for disaster. Sorry, mate, I don't know what you mean by that one, because it didn't end up killing his character. He left WWE. You have to send that one again, because I don't believe it killed his character. I don't understand where you're coming from. No, actually, no, I don't at all. How did it kill his character? I don't understand that at all, sorry. Next, Drew Slayer mentioned that The Rock sucked on the mic. WWE had to teach him how to use his natural charisma so he can get on the mic. If that's the case, why didn't they do the same thing with Bobby Lashley? Because Bobby Lashley just sucks in general. I don't understand why anyone would look like Bobby Lashley. To be honest, I didn't know that about The Rock. I've always believed that The Rock was charismatic enough to just go out on his own, you know, but... Bobby Lashley. The thing about Lashley is that he doesn't make me think, oh yeah, he's really hard, that guy. I mean, at WrestleMania, he picked up Vince McMahon, you know, and it looked like he was apologetic for it, the look on his face, you know. At times, Justin Thunder Houston wears a classic red attire, or he wears the all black one. Do you think Cole Schemes determine whether he's playing as a face or a heel? Maybe, I'm not sure, to be honest. I love his black attire. We had this thing about this on Sky the other day. Which one's his best? I love the black attire. So, your thoughts on stunning Steve Austin, not Stone Cold, stunning. Stunning Steve Austin was an amazing talent. He was ahead of his time, I think, in some respects. he showed just how good he can be. Crazy Mike brought, or was it CU? So one of the other. I apologise if it's the other one, but brought up a match against Masu Chono back in Japan in '93, and he was amazing in it, really good. I adored the Hollywood Blondes. I thought they were such a good tag team. So yeah, I really liked Stunner Steve Austin. It's a shame what happened in WCW. It's a shame how he lost the United States title to Hacksaw Jim Duggan in stupid time. Of course, because I didn't watch WCW, I wouldn't know that, would I, Mr. Shoot? But of course, if that hadn't happened, we wouldn't have got Stone Cold. So, who are the least deserving tag team champions in any promotion? Good question. There's been a lot, hasn't there, really? That's a one that I don't think I can answer. I've got two. The first one that comes into my head was La Resistance. Remember when they first won the belts? Because they were greener than green. So that's what I will say from now. I'll probably have to think about it later on tomorrow and go, oh yeah, what about that guy? Do you see, sorry for the last minute, did you see the Dragon Gate Challenge at Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor of 2006? What are your thoughts on the match? I haven't seen it, but it's on its way. I've got to mention this, I've just bought a shitload of Ring of Honor DVDs because I'm fed up of having none. So I've spent over $130 on a Ring of Honor product. I've got so many. I've got 12 DVDs on the way at the moment, which is nice. One of those is Dragon Gate Challenge, so I will let you know some other time. 9. I watched an old video with Ron Simmons as leader of Nation of Domination, cutting a great promo regarding Oliver Johnson and Rocky Maivia. My question is, why would they let him be someone's mouthpiece? Because the majority of the wrestlers in the WWE can't cut a good promo to save their life. Why would they let him be somebody? I'm sure you mean, why won't they? If you do mean that. Yeah, Ron Simmons, one of the good things about Ron Simmons, I've never been a big Ron Simmons fan, to be honest. I never liked him as free. It's not I didn't like him, I just never thought he was any good, you know. The only time he was really good was back in WCW when he was part of Doom. Do you remember that? Of course, I don't know anything about WCW, do I, Mr. Shoot? So how on earth I know that? Sorry, but I'm loving this. Mr. Shoot says that I know nothing about WCW, but how many times in these 2 bits have I said stuff about WC fucking W, Mr. Shoot, you fucking bumps? Anyway, yeah, but the good thing about Farouk / Ron Simmons is that he can cut a damn good promo. So I remember him back in '98 when Rocky Maivia or The Rock took over the Nation Domination. Some of the promos that Farouk was cutting then were fucking brilliant. If he stopped just saying damn, I'm sure he would be a great manager or a mouthpiece. I mean, imagine it coming out, damn. Okay, that'd be shite. Last question. Your thoughts on Shane McMahon. What ideas has Shane ever done that benefited the company, and do you think that he would be a better choice to run the WWE other than his sport brother sister, Stephanie McMahon? Well, ideas that Shane have done that benefited the company, I don't know. But what we can say about Shane is this. Do you remember it was meant to be Umaga versus the Jackass crew at SummerSlam? Excuse me. Yeah, that was Shane McMahon's idea, and he pushed for it hard, you know? That shows that, alright, spoiled brat of a sister Stephanie McMahon may be pushing the company into fucking Hades, but if Shane McMahon's, I seriously think it'd get there quicker. Just a thought, let me know what you think of that. That's all for tonight. Thank you very much for your questions. I know I've said I'm going to be toning down, but please don't stop sending them. You know, I always enjoy your questions. Even if I don't answer them on the show, 9 times out of 10 they get answered. You know, or the text, and I love getting them. I love it. So, I have been Marc P. This has been Shooting from the Horse Mouth. Keep your ideas coming for episode 100, and I will see you soon. Take it easy.